Whether it be the everlasting flat torch, a great commercial success, or the buzz pen, a pen that creates a variety of different and clever phrases each time it's pressed, inventions are all part of science. Everyone can have a go at. Hopefully, each new invention will contribute to the improvement in the way we all live.
There were a few tense moments for scientists and their families last year as the launch time approached. The project was a day later than scheduled, and the previous attempt had resulted in an explosion. This time, however, was the right time, and the European Space Agency's cluster mission blasted off safely. The mission is set to take 2 years and is about investigating the relationship between the Sun and the Earth. 4 satellites are now in space, gathering information about the Sun's radiation and how the Earth's magnetic fields protect us from hot gases, particles, and waves that stream out regularly from the Sun. The magnetic barrier that surrounds the Earth is like a protective bubble. It protects the Earth from solar winds by deflecting them. Sometimes it gets damaged and the particles get in. The cluster satellites will fly through the field and solar wind to find out what happens. These particles can damage communications, navigation satellites, and cause disruption of power systems. It is therefore really useful to find out what's going on in space so that we can predict what is about to happen here on Earth. When we can do this, we can make safe our satellites and power systems and be aware of any coming event. This space observatory monitors the Sun and has pictures of some flares. The white scratches show the damage the solar wind has done to the camera. The aurora borealis, or northern lights, are the most visible signs of solar weather hitting the Earth's magnetic shield. The mission will be able to give scientists much needed information so that they can see when these events are going to happen and protect the communication systems we rely on so heavily.
Did you know that the dry valleys of Antarctica have been of interest to scientists recently? This is because the land is so similar to the surface of Mars. The frozen lakes contain primitive microscopic gnats that live in water below many feet of ice. Researchers are planning to use a form of virtual reality called telepresence to operate a remote-controlled vehicle that can photograph and pick up small samples in this bizarre world. The potential of virtual reality and telepresence in the science world is very exciting. And the chances are that the experiments of today and the research gathered may help produce products we use in the future.
DNA is a unique pattern that makes us all different from one another. It is such a special form of identification. Police and investigators are now using it to trace people who have been involved in crimes. The Forensic Science Service has a number of specialised DNA profiling analysis services available, and even the minute amount of DNA left at a crime scene can result in a positive identification and conviction. The technology is so advanced that all that is needed is 1/1,000,000th of a gram. That can be as little as someone touching a surface with a fingertip. The science is especially helpful in cases dating back up to 30 years, in which forensic evidence has been stored. When there have been crimes with no suspect linked to a DNA profile, police have been able to gather leads by asking target groups in the community to give voluntary DNA samples. The result of this has been a match of 68,000 suspects to crimes.
Hello there. We stopped this evening as part of the Drink Draft campaign for Christmas. It's very simple, this device. So anyway,
This technology is expanding at a rapid rate, and soon, just as police have blood alcohol testing equipment, forensic scientists will be using handheld DNA detectors at crime scenes.
And if it moves a position further than that, which it has done, I'm afraid you've given me a positive breath test, and I'm now arresting you for drink.
Imagine being able to hold your breath for 6 minutes. Not that we want you to try. Here in Cyprus, an amazing world record is just about to take place. Trevor Hutton is a deep-sea diver, and here he is attempting a free dive of 73 metres in what is known as the apnea discipline. He is able to descend on a line with no weights, fins or oxygen tank. He has a diving pulse rate of just 12 beats per minute. With a lung volume of 9 litres, it's no wonder this underwater adventure has been dubbed the man from Atlantis. Surrounded by a huge support team, Trevor descends to 73 metres. But on the way back, disaster strikes. And Trevor blacks out and has to be helped to safety, not quite reaching the world record. Just 24 hours later, the diver is keen to make another attempt. This time he arrives fully kitted and ready to go. Unfortunately, the second attempt goes the same way and support divers again come to the rescue. At this stage, there's no question of another event. Such death-defying acts take time to plan, and Trevor is set on having another go in the future.
Robots fighting robots. It could be a scene from the latest sci-fi movie. These steely giants are the product of people's brainpower, creativity and engineering, made in garden sheds and universities around the globe. Auditioning for a television series aptly called Robot Wars has motivated inventors from all around to create the perfect machine with the capacity to destroy. 300 robots will do battle in the arena to become one of the chosen 96 for the series. How would you like a pet like this one? Not exactly the most cuddly of characters, is he? Although they certainly could be handy around the house. Just look at that action. He sure makes short work of wood chopping. And this guy sure does clean up after himself. Just don't let him near your car. Fathers and sons around the globe have been glued to the drawing board with the aim of creating the perfect machine that is low maintenance, low cost and great fun. The audition itself has attracted over 1,000 applications, but only 300 robots will get the chance to do battle in the fiery arena. Not only have these robots begun a life of fame and fortune, they have also started a whole new range of toys available in toy shops. Fans, young and old, watch with excitement to see who will be the hero of the battle, and inventors get set to put new ideas into action once again.
Cheeseburgers, chips, lollies. Imagine being able to eat all these things without getting fat. It'll never happen. There has been a discovery though, but its main aim is to help people with real trouble fighting obesity. Scientists say that these transgenic mice hold the key to tackling obesity in humans. The ravenous rodents are able to overeat, in fact pig out, and yet they don't put on any weight. This is because they are carrying a human gene called uncoupling protein 3, or UCP3, which works with the energy centre of the human cells. Extra UCP3 causes the body to burn off energy as heat, rather than converting it to fuel and then storing it as fat in the body. This research is giving scientists a head start in developing an anti-obesity drug, but it is still in its early days and the drug will probably be about a decade away. And it won't be as easy as taking a tablet and you'll lose weight. It will be used with a good calorie-controlled diet, so the lollies and the chips are still out. Whilst doing the research, scientists also found that UCP3 creates an improved sensitivity to insulin, a hormone the body produces to control your blood sugar level. This indicates that there may be some benefits for diabetes sufferers. Scientists warn that this won't be a quick fix to stay trim. However, they are very excited at the reliable information coming from the mice.
With pollution fast becoming one of our major threats to the planet, a company is fitting buses, taxis and coaches with emission and energy-saving units to help protect the environment. After trials showing a huge reduction in carbon dioxide, a damaging gas that is harmful to the ozone layer, this device could become the answer to one of the biggest problems on Earth. The device works by helping the engine to burn more efficiently and trigger fewer carbon dioxide emissions. The result has shown an 80% reduction while providing a fuel saving as an added advantage. The environment-saving product cost around £200 to fit and was developed by a company called Power Plus over many years. If the trials continue to show such promising results, it could be fitted to buses and taxis around the world to help reduce the carbon dioxide emissions and help preserve this planet for the future.